Why are you here?
It's literally stated in the first statement that you.
Tinin tinin tinin! Welcome to the What's So Called show. Hello everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Now, guys, you all get comfy on your bed, couch, car seat, or wherever you are because we have a very special guest tonight. He isn't here with us in our studio, but we will be calling him on our phone. Now, without further ado, sit back and enjoy the story of Kiyel. Hello,
Hi.
is this Kiyel?
Yes, of course.
Kiyel, since you are our guest tonight, would you like to tell us about yourself?
I'm Kiyel. I'm a professional agriculturist in Luzon. Currently, working for a job in Cebu.
Wow. So I've heard about your story on the internet about your parents' issue about your chosen course. Would you like to tell us more about? Would you tell us in detail about what happened?
It's not actually an issue, but oh, so here's how it goes. One fine day, my father, his name is Karyas. He was called Mang Karyas in our village, and yeah, one fine day, my father Mang Karyas was outside with my mother, Aling Asyang, and doing the usual farm things, feeding the animals and all that. And we have this.
Oh wait, for a moment. Did you grow up in the province?
Oh yes, of course. I grew up in the province. I love the province.
Ah, I see. I
And
see. Okay.
so-
Your parents they stay there in the province and
They stayed there their whole lives, and although they wanted the best for me, they couldn't let go of the life in the province because that's where they had most of their
entire
life,
lives there.
entire lives.
Okay.
Yes,
So they sent you to the city.
to the city, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
So, anyways, we have this Kalabaw. He's very smart Kalabaw. His name is Pugante. And
What's a kalabaw?
Kalabaw is a national animal used for plowing fields for that helps farmers and all that stuff. And yeah. So one fine day, my father was expecting our old Kalabaw because our dog Sagani won't stop barking towards a certain location, which is expected because it's our Kalabaw. So what bothers me the most is that my father Mangkaryas tends to compare himself to Pugante, which is old and frail. But the only difference is Pugante is free and my father Mangkaryas is stuck in the pagpag. And then, yeah, so moments later, my mother would then tell my father that his son, me, Kiyel, would arrive at night. Father being, being excited about the whole thing of me
Going back home.
yeah, going back home. He would then remember about the advices that he had said to his son to work hard on my education despite the hardships that despite the hardships, my parents would always, reassure me that they would do everything for my education.
Mm.
That's one thing that I adore about parents is that they would do anything for their children's education.
Yeah, that is so true because some parents they do really want the best for their childrens. They put their childrens first before themselves like that.
Yeah. But usually, what I can observe in the today's society is that no, not just today, but the other parents from my generation, they would tend to create a child for their future insurance or some kind of financial plan, some kind.
You mean like parents who like give birth and give birth and give birth and give birth, or
No, more like making children as their financial. Uh, they would milk their children for their money, for their own gain. But my
okay.
parents, they're the best. They wanted the best for me, and
They didn't give you that kind of experience, like
Yeah.
using you as for
Yeah.
the money.
Yes, of course.
Ah.
And that's what I like about them. What I love about them.
Okay, and
And then, despite the advices that my father, he knows that I am having a hard time rejecting the magsasaka life, because that is where I grew, plowing the fields and helping my father with the farm works. By the time that I arrived, I told my father about my efforts towards my studies, thus making him proud temporarily. But yeah, that's the thing about reassuring your parents for your efforts toward your studies, because that's the thing that they always wanted me giving efforts to my schoolworks and all. Then later on, my then after telling him about my hardships in school, at the back of my father's mind, he would be proud that he has an educated son, and he's also very happy that through my hard works, I would break the chain that connects us from the farm, which is not the point why I started schooling. So yeah, anyways, when I graduated, and after I told my father that I graduated, he was so eager to show the village that I I have graduated from the university. But there's one thing that I didn't tell him straightforward after I arrived, because what do you call this, I was so scared to tell them the truth about what I did during my university days.
and what would that be?
uh, that I enrolled for a course that is
That you love, but your father didn't.
yeah.
So
I enrolled in a course that I love, but it is not the course that my parents would have wanted me to pursue.
So when you told him, how did he feel? Like, was he disappointed or what?
My father was infuriated. He was so angry that I, his only son, disobeyed his only dream for me to pursue a course that he has always wanted me to pursue, but I can't. There's this love towards farming that I can never let go. And yeah, I tend to disobey my father, or no, I disobeyed both of my parents. But and my father told me that the reason why he wanted me to be on a course that he wanted is because he didn't want me to follow the life that he had in the farm, because farming is very hard. But despite that, I have my respect towards farmers, because despite the fact that they are very they tend to be disregarded by society, but us farmers we contribute a lot to society,
Yeah, that is true.
because without us I don't know, there's nothing, there's no food in the table, there's there's no food in your tables.
Okay.
Yeah. And but I told my father, my Karyan, that as his son, I am a son of a farmer, and I could never be called as his son if I ever took a different course. And the heart for the field, my heart towards the field grew when I was younger, when I was helping my father and all. And
It kept growing. Your passion for farming, it kept growing.
yeah, my passion towards farming kept growing and growing and growing, and I could never stop. And yeah, I assured that my father would know that the methods of farming that we once knew is different from the methods that I learned. So yeah, that's it.
It's really admiring how, knowing that you grew up in the province, your heart still stayed there. Like, you still wanted to farm. You pursue it. You pursue.
you
You
pursue. I pursued.
Yeah, you pursued that. Yeah, that. Yeah, you did that, and like other children, they grew up in the farm. They didn't like that life. They didn't like that lifestyle. They chose to like move out afterwards, and like like that, and they prefer like not to come back, or like unless they miss that time, and they go back there, and then they see how crap it was, so they just go back to the city.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. But like for you, like you really wanted to stay there. Yeah, it's like you're like the Little Mermaid, like that. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, life in the province, it gave me peace. There's solitude in farming, and what I like about it is that it tends to it's not a nostalgic thing, but it kind of is a
Okay.
nostalgic thing. So yeah, what I can tell is that kids who preferred being in the city are very different from kids.
Who lives in the province?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are preferences in
Yeah.
people.
I've noticed
I mean,
that after the whole situation, did they accept you? Did they accept?
did.
They did.
really assured them that it will be different. What they
What they
considered
think,
to be a very what do you call this? Very tiring work with little to no gain will be something that I would that would improve me, that would benefit the three of us, my parents and me. So yeah,
It's
but it's an act of love.
wow.
Well,
Wow.
that's where love can get you. I love
Grabe.
farming,
Wow.
like really,
Mm.
and yeah, that's all.
I see. Well, that was very inspiring, a
Yeah.
very inspiring story.
Thank you.
I bet people whose parents disapproved also of their chosen education role, like
They should
let them be, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because it's what they love, and they shouldn't stop their children from choosing what they love. That's
Yes, that's correct. That's right.
yeah. So, well, thank you guys, and thank you for listening.
I am Kiyel. I forgot my own name. I am Kiyel from Luzon, agriculturist, and this is my whole life.
Well, thank you, Kiyel, for that wonderful, inspiring story. And we will now be leaving, guys. I'm gonna end this call with this dude. Bye.